Honestly, one of the most challenging things I've had since I've been a vegetarian is getting enough protein, especially with soup. So if you fall in this category, you're gonna love this creamy cauliflower soup. So very high proteins. I have some ingredients, so like tofu, some coconut milk with the cauliflower that makes it very creamy and high protein, but I've also added some seasoning in this that actually brings it home. So with this soup, you get a high protein meal with a lot of flavor with some good seasonings. But hey, let's make this soup. Yeah, so to get started, you're just gonna need some extra farm tofu. So I'm cutting this so it fit in the pan. That's not something you really need to do. Well, if you have like a big pan, just like dump everything in there. I'm gonna add some cauliflower as well, and then again try to fit everything in there nicely as possible because we're just baking everything together before we blend it. So here I use like about 1/4 of a red onion. If you have shallots or sweet onion, those are good substitute. They add flavor. Then I'm gonna add some olive oil. Use about 6 garlic cloves. And then the olive oil basically just adds some more flavor and helps the seasoning stick. So some cumin, some ginger, good gut healthy seasoning. I find it go well. Some Cajun seasoning. So here I'm not using all of it, just a tiny bit. You want to save some of this for later in the recipe. So yeah, bake this for 20 minutes. This is just enough to actually soften the cauliflower. And then we're gonna put everything in the blender. Gonna blend with some coconut milk. The coconut milk just adds some more sweetness and flavor. So here, just add about 1 tablespoon of olive oil so it doesn't burn. Put your puree in here. I'm adding some fennel seed. This is optional, but it adds freshness to this and also is another good gut healthy herb. And that's going to dump in the remainder of your Cajun seasoning. And here I'm using 2 cups of vegetable broth. But be mindful, if you want to stretch this, add more, but also add more seasoning because tofu and cauliflower are very bland, so you can adjust your salt and your seasoning to that. But then here, it is pretty straightforward. I let it covered, simmer for 20 minutes, and then ready to eat, ready to serve. Pretty easy. And as you can see, very straightforward, very easy to make. One thing I say, if you don't like it too thick, you can cut back on the tofu and just add more coconut milk. But I like this way. And one thing I would mention is, well, I found like it is one of those recipes. It's best to eat the same day when it's warm and hot. I found like the next day or two, like once I reheat it, it's just more chunky. It doesn't have that. It just doesn't have that like that fluidity to it. Now that's something I've always found with all soup. But if you have like if you know a way I can like actually work around them, let me know in the comments. But overall, this is a nice high protein soup. If you're hungry, you want something to eat right away, it is an easy recipe. And if you like this, I have 2 other soups here. I'll see you in that recipe.